Earlier this year, Mr. C, an obese, elderly Caucasian male, presented to my office with complaints of generalized aches and pains, sore red eyes, depression, and general malaise. The patient's face was red, and he was in mild respiratory distress, although his demeanor was jolly. He attributed these symptoms to being not as young as I used to be, ho, ho, ho. The patient's occupation is delivering presents once a year. Upon examination, I have discovered what I believe to be a unique syndrome that is related to his occupation, named Aerial Sleigh-Borne Present Deliverers Syndrome, or ASBDPS for short. Medical history. Mr. C admits to drinking only once a year when someone puts rum in his eggnog. However, I believe his bulbous nose may indicate long-term ethanol abuse. Travel history is extensive, as he visits nearly every location in the world annually. He does little exercise, and he exists all year on food he collects on December the 25th. This consists of eggnog, cola drinks, and cookies. Family history was unavailable, as the patient could not name any relatives. Physical examination. The patient wears corrective lenses. He had extensive abrasions, lacerations, and first-degree burns on his head, arms, leg, and back, which I believe is caused by trauma experienced during repeated chimney descents, gunshot wounds whilst flying over Los Angeles, and bites consistent with reindeer teeth. Psychiatric examination. Mr. C's depression has been chronic for several years. He exhibits long-term amnesia. He cannot recall any events longer than 5 years ago. This may be due to head trauma, or more likely, the mythical nature of his existence. Although the patient has a jolly demeanor, he expresses profound unhappiness. He reports anger at not receiving royalties for the widespread commercial use of his likeness and name. There may be subconscious reasons he employs only vertically challenged workers. Elves. But I believe his hiring practices are more likely a reaction to body image problems stemming from obesity. He reports great stress over having to choose which gifts to give to children, and a feeling of guilt and inadequacy over the decisions he makes as to which children are naughty or nice. Treatment. All Mr. C's wounds were cleansed and dressed. He was counselled to wash soot from his body regularly, to avoid lit fire chimneys where practicable, and to consider switching to a closed, heated, pressurized sleigh. He refused suggestions to add a helmet and protective accessories to his uniform. He was put on a high-fiber, low-cholesterol diet. He has shown success with these lifestyle changes so far, although it remains to be seen whether he will be able to resist the treats left out for him next Christmas. He visits a psychiatrist weekly, and he reports doing not too bad, ho, ho, ho. Conclusions. Fellow physicians, when presented with aerial sleigh-borne present deliverers, should seriously consider ASB-PDS in a differential diagnosis. I encourage other physicians with access to patients working in allied professions, for example, nightly teeth purchasers or annual candied egg providers. You should investigate whether similar syndromes exist. The happiness of children everywhere depends on effective management of these syndromes. Thank you.